Ugh, another Mahjong game? In the US, most people would probably think of Shanghai if you asked them what Mahjong was. But it really doesn't bear any resemblance to the actual game of Mahjong. It's just that the popularity of this tile-matching solitaire game has totally eclipsed the concept of Mahjong outside of Asia. While this kind of tile-matching game has existed for a long time, Shanghai is a unique variant that was created by Brody Lockhart. Initially, it was a computer game published by Activision, but as it caught on, it was ported to just about everything, and a near infinite number of clones of the game were made. As you might expect from anything that catches on this hard, the concept's simple. The 144 tiles in a Chinese Mahjong set are dealt out into a pile. You have to select pairs of the tiles, and the tiles have to be on the edge and not covered up by anything. Remove all the tiles and you win. Much like playing solitaire with cards, there's a bit of luck involved, but the key is knowing what to move so that you can access other things. Most of the tiles come in a set of 4. Removing all of them is what you need to do, but sometimes only 3 are accessible, and then you have to choose. It's not a deep game, but it's one that's nice to chill out and relax to, which is probably another factor in its huge popularity. Famicom Shanghai is not the best port. The biggest problem with it is that it doesn't really represent the height of the tiles very well. Instead of giving you a slightly angled view with some offset, it gives you a straight down view and colors the tiles to represent how high up they are. White is on the base, then orange, then blue, then purple. It's functional, but it's not nearly as convenient as being able to tell at a glance. But despite that failing, there are a lot of features in the game. When you hit start on the title screen, you're automatically thrown into a randomized solitaire mode. That's the default play mode where you can get hints. From the hint menu, you could look underneath tiles, or have it find pairs for you. You can also take back moves if you find yourself at a dead end. On the settings menu, you have your choice of 3 background tunes. The tile menu gives you your choice of 19 predefined patterns. All of these have their tile layouts permanently set, which basically makes them into 19 puzzles. If you select New Game, you can choose Solitaire again, but you could also go with Tournament, which turns off the cheats and lets you set a time limit for the game. Challenge Mode is a 2-player version where you can set a certain number of seconds in which you have to find a pair. This isn't the first console port of Shanghai. The PC Engine had it as a launch title. However, Sunsoft's version of Shanghai becomes the longest running series of games. They make 3 sequels to it, including one that gets released on the Famicom. I don't think I'd play this version of Shanghai by preference. There's better ports of the original game, and they're all better than this one. That said, there's a reason that Shanghai is a classic game, and the poor presentation in the Famicom version doesn't really diminish that. This is perfectly playable. It's just that there's no reason to choose it when there's so many better options.